She may be small in stature, but Moses Lake's Cloud 509 vape shop owner Margot Ross has a towering presence in Washington's vape industry as one of its biggest advocates. But the industry itself appears to be cowering to new government regulations, with the new vape tax taking effect on Tuesday and announced last Friday an executive order banning the sale of vape flavors.
Today we are experiencing a very serious health crisis. It demands the governments to protect the public health of Washingtonians, particularly our young people. Severe lung disease, and this is severe lung disease, has been reported all over the country. We have already had 7 serious cases in the state of Washington from vaping devices or e-cigarette products. But we know that there is a action causing this problem, and that is the predatory marketing by this industry to our children, intentionally trying to addict them to various products and using flavoring to do so. These kids get hooked, and they get hooked for life.
Ross says she was forced to close her Kennewick store, and her local competitor closed its doors recently as well.
So it's been rough. I've helped a couple businesses close their doors, a couple pack up. I closed one of my shops. I closed my Kennewick shop for a couple reasons. We had the looming vapor tax that started today, and then also the flavor ban. People are afraid, consumers are afraid, shop owners are afraid. We don't know if we're going to make it through this. I don't know if I'm going to make it through it. So right now we're kind of on a holding pattern. We have to wait until Wednesday, until the Department of Health signs the executive order to find out exactly what they're going to do to us, what they're banning, what flavors they're banning, how long, and then we can decide from there how we're going to move forward. Right now we're not planning on closing. We're planning on staying the course, keeping open for as long as we possibly can. Matt and I are here for our customers. We're here for our friends. We're here for our family.
Ross says she's gone to extreme measures to preserve her livelihood. Ross says she gained access to Friday's press conference at Olympia by posing as a member of the media. She says she was joined by a couple of other store owners.
A couple of vape shop owners here from Puyallup and many others like it was, if you ban flavors, you're going to put them out of business. I believe it's roughly 4,000 stores in the state. What do you say to that?
Exactly. I would say that we are acting for the public health of the citizens of the state of Washington.
What about cigarettes?
The state of Washington has an obligation to protect public health.
What about cigarettes?
We are particularly attentive and caring about the young people of the state of Washington.
What about cigarettes?
And we believe we put the
480,000 deaths a year with cigarettes.
the health of our children as the pinnacle of our obligation. And that's what we're doing here today, and I think that's the right thing for the state of Washington. Look, when you addict a 12-year-old kid to nicotine, you're just wrong.
Cigarettes.
There is no
excuse
in this state to addict a 12-year-old child.
This is ridiculous.
To nicotine. And
you
we're going to
guys
stop
are
that
absolutely doing a disservice to
Who's the next
smokers
question?
to stop.
Who's the next question?
Ross says the legal vaping industry is being picked on when it's the black market that should be the target.
Oh, hysteria is huge. We've seen a lot of hysteria with the vaping causing deaths. It wasn't nicotine vaping. There's been no deaths from nicotine vaping. It's been caused by black market THC cartridges, and that's been found and come out by the CDC to be true.
In that report, the Centers for Disease Control suspects that black market THC vaping devices are mostly causing the outbreak. Cloud 509 manager Matt Page says banning the flavors would prompt people to buy from the unregulated black market.
Obviously, I'm worried about myself and my own income, but I'm worried about my friends going back to cigarettes or buying black market liquid and getting sick, because I've seen some people get horribly sick from the illegal black market juice, because you don't know what they're putting in there. You don't know if it's made in a clean room. Did they sneeze in it? Is there their hair, their skin, and I'm worried about my friends and their health, because their options are black market, where we don't know, or go back to cigarettes, which we know kill people. We know that's a bad option. And a lot of customers aren't ready to go to no nicotine. The reason they are vaping is because they don't have the strength to go cold turkey.
Ross says she and other vape store owners will sue as part of a class action lawsuit, depending on the outcome of the executive order. Its details are set to be released this week. I'm Sean Goggins for iFiber One News.